Hello out there, you beautiful people in Magic the Gathering land. Barry White here for MagicUntapped.com and Magic Untapped right here on YouTube. I have in front of me a booster pack of Mystery Booster 2. This is currently just a convention exclusive. It says MTG Mystery hashtag on the back. But we're going to crack this open and see what kind of fun nuggets we can locate inside this booster pack. Easy opening. I love when it's easy opening here. I really do. All right, so first card here, we have Imposing Vantasaur. It is a dinosaur. It's a 3/6 for white and 5 creature dinosaur with vigilance and cycling of 1. Just normal cycling, not plain cycling, not dinosaur cycling, just good old-fashioned cycling. After that, gonna go with an old frame here with a card Afterlife, which is got the Mirage symbol on it there for Mirage. It's an instant for white and 2. It says bury target creature and put an essence token into play under the control of that creature's controller. Treat this token as a 1/1 white creature with flying. Bury, by the way, that's a older term, B-U-R-Y, not B-A-double-R-Y, that would be my name. But this is bury as in the creature is destroyed and cannot be regenerated. It's more or less an obsolete term and has been for a while. Regeneration isn't even all that common anymore, but there you go, some white removal with Afterlife. Next, we are going to take to the skies. We have Bell-Toll Dragon. Bell-Toll Dragon from one of the cons here. That's Dragons of Tarkir, rather. Not cons, Dragons of Tarkir. This is blue and 5 for a 3/3 flying hexproof with Megamorph of 2 blue and 5. You may cast this card face down as a 2/2 creature for 3 generic. Turn it face up anytime for its Megamorph cost and put a +1/+1 counter upon it. When Bell-Toll Dragon is turned face up, put a +1/+1 counter on each other dragon creature you control. So, I mean, if you like dragons, I suppose, although it seems a bit steep on the cost, if you ask me. Sticking with Dragons of Tarkir, we have Gudul Lurker. Gudul Lurker, I guess. It's a 1/1 for blue. Gudul Lurker cannot be blocked, and it has Megamorph of 1 blue. So, you can pay 3 to bring it in as a 2/2, and then flip it over for 1 blue with a +1/+1 counter upon it. Sticking with the Tarkir block, we have Merciless Executor, black and 2 for a Orc Warrior, 3/1. When Merciless Executioner, enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. There's a number of different variants of this. This one just happens to be an Orc Warrior. Moving on to a Planeswalker now, Davriel, Rogue Shadow Mage. This would be from, I believe, War of the Spark. 2 in black for Legendary Planeswalker, Davriel. Comes to play with 3 loyalty. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand. Davriel, Rogue Shadow Mage deals 2 damage to them, and from -1 only, -1, target player discards a card. So kind of some discard rack synergies going on there. Damage your opponent that way. Moving back to Old Border, we have Rock Slide, a card from Visions, which was the follow-up set to Mirage. Rock Slide is an instant for red and X. It deals X damage, divided any way you choose, among any number of target attacking or blocking creatures without flying. Good old Rock. Nothing beats good old Rock. It's Rennick, Goblin Archer, your flavor text there. Sticking with some Old Border, this time from a Tempest. This would be the card Blood Frenzy. Red and 1 for an instant. Cast the spell only before the combat damage step. Target attacking or blocking creature gets +4/+1 until end of turn. Destroy that creature at the beginning of the next end step. Interesting timing on this. Only before combat damage step. I mean, it can be removal spell as well. Not only can you pump up your creature, making it 4/0, although you do lose that creature, you could play it on your opponent's creature, and then that creature is destroyed. Not sacrificed, just destroyed at the end of the next end step. It's interesting. Up next, uncommon Predator's Howl. This would be from Conspiracy, the first Conspiracy. We have an instant for green and 3. put a +2/+2 green wolf creature token into the battlefield, and then Morbid, put 3 2/2 green wolf creature tokens into the battlefield if a creature died this turn. So either a very overpriced grizzly bear token, I know it's a wolf, but I mean a 2/2, or you get 3 of those for 4. Could be good. Another green card here, back to the old frames, Canopy Surge. Right here from, what was that? Invasion, I believe that is. Invasion. It's been a minute. A lot of sets have come out since then. Green and 1 for a sorcery with Kicker 2. Pay 2, and you may pay additional 2 as you cast this spell. Canopy Surge deals 1 damage to each creature with flying and each player. If you paid the Kicker cost, Canopy Surge deals 4 damage to each creature with flying and each player instead. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't blow me away, pun intended, but it's fine. Now we have Replicating Ring, technically from Kaldheim, but this appears to be a reprint of a reprint from the one of the commanders, March of the Machines commander, I think that is. Might be. Anyway, it's an artifact for 3, and you can tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool if you're an older player like me, and just keep saying that anyway. And then, at the beginning of your upkeep, put a night counter on Replicating Ring. Then, if it has 8 or more night counters on it, remove all of them and create 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replicating Ring with tap, add 1 mana of any color. So it literally just replicates itself, and you get a whole bunch of mana rocks. What you're going to do with that, I'm not sure, but you might end up with a lot of mana rocks. Okay, moving on, we have a rare now. This is Wake Thrasher from one of the dual decks. I'm not exactly sure which dual deck that is. DDT, Dual Deck T. This is a Merfolk, so I'm guessing it might be one of the Merfolk related ones. But Wake Thrasher, blue and 2 for a 1/1. Whenever a permanent you control becomes untapped, Wake Thrasher gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I'm sure there's some sort of combo enabler there, some tap untap shenanigans. I'm sure people have abused that already. I mean, we have a white bordered card now. We have Tendrils of Agony, which I believe is a pretty good legacy card. I believe there's legacy decks that run this as a win condition in Storm. Tendrils of Agony, 2 black and 2 for a sorcery. Target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life, and then Storm. So, I mean, number of times you or your opponent, I think anyone who's cast a spell, will add to that Storm counter ticker and then just replicate itself when it's cast. I mean, you can win a game with this card alone, as long as you've done other cards before. So I guess not really this card alone, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Then final card here, I believe. I know we got 2 more. We have Chain of Vapor in the Future Sight frame. Future Sight frame of Chain of Vapor. Chain of Vapor, 1 blue for an instant. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Then that permanent's controller may sacrifice a land. If that player does, they may copy this spell, and they may choose new targets for that copy. So it's one of those, I do it to you, you do it to me, bada bang bang bing 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 bada bing bing, and then nobody has anything, and everybody's happy, or not, because we have no cards, no lands. But we'll find out. We'll find out. You play the card and tell me how it works for you, and then finally we have a little playtest type cards here. This one is Audric Lunar Marquis, black and 2, legendary creature, human soldier. It's a 3/3. At the beginning of each let's try that again, shall we? At the beginning of each combat, creatures you control gain banding until end of turn if a creature you control has banding. The same is true for Changeling, Devoid, Fear, Flanking, Horsemanship, Ingest, Intimidate, Landwalk, Shroud, Tantrum, Wither, and the activated ability, quote, sacrifice this creature, add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's got banding. Everyone loves banding, right? It's a playtest card. I mean, what do you want me to say about this? It's not like you can really put this in your deck or anything, but it's nifty. It's nifty. It really is. All right, so this booster pack I picked it up for $15, and we got, yeah, I mean, right around that. If you consider everything for what it is, around the mid price. If I had to do a pack one, pick one here, I mean, I got a couple options that I wouldn't mind. I can try Tendrils. I could try for Afterlife and get that white removal. But honestly, I would probably go either for either the Afterlife or the Chains of Vapor. I can't decide which of those two I'd rather have overall. I'm kind of a sucker for removal, so I might take the Afterlife. That might be my pack one, pick one value aside. I hope you liked this video. If you want to see more pack cracking like this here on Magic Untapped, let us know in the comments section. Feel free to donate packs for us to open too if you would like, or you can contribute to our Patreon to help us purchase more packs to open on this. Thank you very much for watching.